So my prediction for the game is a 1-1. I think Italy will score first, and I think it's very likely to be something like a penalty or a goal from outside of the box. If it's outside of the box, I expect it to be Pellegrini or Barella. Penalty, it will be Jorginho. And I expect Croatia to fight back, just like they did in the Albania game. They will fight back, they will score the equalizer, either through Kramaric or Budimir, but it won't be enough. I think it will stay 1-1 and Italy to progress as second in the group. If you look at the Spain game, I think Italy was quite fortunate to leave only with 1 goal conceded. Donnarumma with 8 saves was an absolute monster in goal. The manager Spalletti was not happy, and that's why he also changed 2 very important players, Jorginho and Fratesi, at halftime to bring in some fresh blood in Cristante and Cambiaso. So I think Italy need to go back to basics. You always see with Italian coaches that when things go bad, they try to switch things around.
So my result prediction would be 2-1 to Croatia. The goal scorer, I think Ante Budimir. He hasn't scored these Euros, so I think he will finally pounce if he starts. I'm feeling very nervous ahead of the game because obviously we haven't been that great in the last 2 games, especially against Albania in that first half. That was just dreadful. Tactics, I really don't know. Dalic needs to change something. He needs to put some young players on that are gonna run, that are gonna fight, because obviously some of these players like Brozovic just aren't at the level they should be. So as I said, the youngsters just have to play. Luka Sucic has to be in that starting lineup. We have to play a 4-2-3-1, because if you drop Brozovic, then you can get Luka Sucic in that 10 role. Maybe you can put Modric in that 10 role, but I think Sucic would do best in that 10 role. We need Perisic to start at the left wing. We need Sosa to start at left back. So we just have that one good winger that is actually a winger that will attack players one-on-one, that will try to beat his defender and do something from the sides. So Budimir just has to start, because as soon as he came on against Albania, he created 2 goals. He essentially got 2 assists. So yeah, I mean, we just have to see Dalic make the changes he needs to. Otherwise, he needs to really let go of his old guard, as you would call it, for the better of the national team.
My score prediction for Spain against Albania is a 3-1 win for Spain. I think we could see some Oyarzabal goal if he gets the minutes, maybe Fermin as well. And finally, why not Lamine Yamal getting a goal as well. My predicted lineup for the upcoming game with Spain against Albania will be Unai Simon on defense, with Cucurella, Nacho, Laporte and Carvajal on defense. Fermin, Zubimendi and Merino, a lot of rotations in the midfield, and finally in the front line with Oyarzabal, Lamine Yamal again, and Morata. My predicted tactics for Spain against Albania will be a lot of attacking, as we always see from the Spanish side. In this case, I think the intensity will be lower than we saw against Italy. For all the conditions with Spain already being qualified, but still they are going to be true to themselves, players getting more minutes, and I don't think Albania is going to have a lower paper. I think they are going to go all in, fighting for your chance to potentially qualify as well. So it's probably the time for also the defense in Spain to get in practice and get on point for the knockout rounds. So the challenges, I think, that could be coming from the Albania side, mostly on the front line. We have seen Reymannach play a lot in Spain when he was at Barcelona. We know he is good. We know that Albania has presented a strong team in the 2 games that they have played. We thought that the results that they were gonna get against Italy and Croatia would definitely have been different, and they have proven to be a strong side. The results haven't been probably what they wanted, but still they have been a strong offense against opposition against the 2 teams. So I think balancing this with the all the players that will get rotations in from Spain will have to find a way to stop them. I don't think it's gonna be difficult for Spain to beat Albania, even with all these situations. But still, I think, yeah, the attacking is where, because of the attacking of Albania and the defense situation of Spain, is where the biggest challenge will happen. My expectation for the game of Spain against Albania is overall to see a more relaxed Spanish side that we've seen in the previous games, but still with a lot of attacking and wanting to do the perfect group stage in front of them. Albania will be fighting for the third position and potentially making it to the following rounds. So overall, I expect a good game. Probably the worst from the ones that we've seen in the group stage, at least from Spain. But still, I think it can be a good football game, expecting a lot of goals from the Spanish side. And you got my prediction, 3-0, and on to the last 16. My wild prediction is that Albania will finish the game with 10 players instead of 11. This
is the most iconic kit. The checkers, everything about the kit is just, the color is just perfect. And it led us, we played against France in the semi-final of our first ever World Cup. We lost, but it was a great result. Davor Šuker, Aljoša Asanovic, who I have on my back right now. Alan Bokšić, Robert Jarni, Dražan Ladić, Igor Stimac, Slaven Bilic. Every single player in that team was amazing. The 1998 kid, our first ever World Cup. I mean, what a World Cup we got! First ever, after a very good Euros performance where we lost to Germany, we then got revenge in the quarterfinals of the World Cup and we beat them 3-0. The powerhouse that Germany is, Croatia beating them 3-0. I mean, in France, just brilliant, and then, I mean, sadly losing to France. And then we got a third place medal after beating the Netherlands, and it was a historic night where every single Croat was on the streets celebrating all night. Just because coming out of an independence war where we fought for independence, and then our national team immediately shows everybody in the world who Croatia is and what we can do on the biggest stage of the world. So my ultimate Spanish 11 combined of all time is going to be Casillas as the goalkeeper. Best representation that Spanish has had at the goal. The goalkeeper of the World Cup. It's difficult to go with any other than Casillas. The defense line, Puyol, Ramos, and Piqué, like as well in the World Cup that Spain won and the Euros in 2008 and 2012, and basically probably one of the most iconic ones. And from the left, I was thinking between Jordi Alba and Camacho, because I love Jordi Alba, but I know that Camacho is so important in Spain, like everybody. Also, he was so important for the national team. So in this specific case, I'm going to say Camacho. And then midfield, Busquets, Xavi with a V, and then Xavi with a B, Alonso. And I'm going to say Iniesta for the front. I'm going to play him with Raúl and Villa. This 11 is unbeatable.
And this is my famous goal celebration. Can you copy it?
Okay. So ra, and I turn around like this. I'm not Neymar. It's like that is okay. I'm sorry. I'm so bad.